Australian ace player Steve Smith has called quits from ODIs. The cricketer's retirement comes just a day after India knocked out Australia from the Champions Trophy semi-final. Smith told his teammates he is retiring from ODIs after Australia's loss to India, but is committed to Test cricket and available to play T20 international cricket as well. After announcing his retirement, the Aussie great addressed his teammates. I quote him here, that it has been a great ride and I have loved every minute of it. There have been so many amazing times and wonderful memories. Winning 2 World Cups was a great highlight along with the many fantastic teammates who shared the journey. Now, Steve Smith began his career as a leg-spinning all-rounder in 2010. He went on to play 170 ODIs, scoring 5,800 runs. He was part of Australia's 2015 and 2023 ICC World Cup winning teams. He became ODI captain in 2015 and also held the captaincy in his final match on an interim basis in the absence of injured Pat Cummins during the Champions Trophy. In fact, to walk us through more details coming in, we have my colleague Meha Bharadwaj joining us on the phone line. Meha, this is a shocking news indeed. How exactly are the Aussies reacting to it?
Thanks, Sakshi. Not so shocking. Steve Smith, obviously in this retirement, and you read one of his quotes where he said that, it's been a great ride and I've loved every minute of it. But in this, he also ends up saying that it's a great opportunity for people to start preparing for the 2027 World Cup. So it feels like the right time to make way. There have been calls for his retirement saying, when is he going to retire? But this is without taking away the fact that he is one of the greatest that Australia have seen, not just in ODIs and Test cricket, one of the greatest ever in world cricket, but in ODIs also 5,800 runs. That's a lot of runs. He is the 12th highest run getter for Australia. And the role that he played, I specifically remember in the 2015 World Cup, that was incredible. He played such a huge role. He scored, 5 consecutive 50s. He scored 100 against us, India, in the semi-finals, and a 50 again against New Zealand in the final to take them to victory. He was, in fact, given the ODI Cricketer of the Year that year. That I would see as one of his best years as an ODI player. But from 2015 to 2023, he was phenomenal. ODI Player of the Year in 2014, 2015, 2020 to 2021. And I remember that 62 ball, 100 against, India. At the SPG in the space of 3 days, which is another incredible achievement. So yes, when you talk about the greats in Australian cricket, the likes of Ricky Ponting, Alan Border, Steve Waugh, Mark Taylor, Michael Clarke, you would have Steve Smith right there at the top with these guys. And so that just goes on to show what a great player he's been. I think he didn't see himself playing till 2027 World Cup, and that's how Australia is in terms of transition, in terms of getting new players in. They are very particular about when they want to start that next World Cup cycle, and I think with this Champions Trophy now, with their campaign having ended, I think they're clear that Steve Smith is not going to be in their plans. They don't see him playing ODI cricket till 2027. So I think it was something that he had thought of. And also, as a captain, since he stepped down after that big fiasco in South Africa, the Sandpaper Gate, every time he came back as a captain, he came back on a series-by-series basis. When somebody else was not available, he would be made the captain. Pat Cummins for the Champions Trophy wasn't available, so Steve Smith was made the captain. And I think he thought that this was the right time, having led the team. And I have to give credit to the way he led this team, because this is a second string, what many would say a second string Australian side. They have some of their top players missing from this team. So to take the team to the semi-finals of the Champions Trophy,
right.
And, given the conditions that were and their team not being suited to the conditions in Dubai, the way they played against India as well, I thought he captained well, with the resources that he had on his hand. So I would say that, he played such a crucial role. He batted well, scored 73, but I think he would rue that, full toss delivery by Mohammad Shami that got his wicket, because he looked good to get 100. But yes, I think he thought
Right.
it was the right time, keeping in mind the future of ODI cricket for Australia. And salute to him. He's been a brilliant, brilliant player in ODIs, and hopefully we can see more hundreds from him in Test cricket, where he is one of the greatest ever to have played.
Absolutely. Meha, thank you so much.